On other fields, on other days. That's the primary charge for the cadets of Army. But on this field, the seeds planted by the likes of Davis, Blanchard, and Dawkins certainly have produced victory. Welcome to Michie Stadium at West Point, home of the Black Knights of the Hudson. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Army Black Knights. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Falcons will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Army's offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Cade. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Looking to throw, it's Darnold. Pressure coming. He's looking deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage? I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. All kinds of running room. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Black Knights will hustle to the line. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Black Knights line it up with a first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Duggan. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Falcons offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here comes the offense on first down. The lone back's got it. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. It's been a great way for the service academies to stay relevant in major college football by having prolific ground game.
Yeah, and those ground gains are a pain in everybody's you-know-what. I mean, they drive you nuts, the triple option, because so much discipline. I mean, they're so good at running what they do. They don't do a lot, but they're going to hit you right in the mouth and run the football.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
At the 35, he's loose. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Black Knights moving quickly to the line. Quarterback will keep it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll test the right side. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Black Knights will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Army!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Boy, he was cutting that one close, wasn't he? Almost kicked it out of bounds, but it went into the end zone. It's a touchback. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive... up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to him. Fights off a defender. And the Falcons will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Split backs here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Give to the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Going with the ground game left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down, and he'll avoid the tackle on the slide. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The give to the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Black Knights want to pick up the tempo. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
Do it however way you want it. Whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off it, you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to see how physical you want to be in a football game.
Back to pass, it's Darnold. He'll take the deep shot. Pulls it in inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The defense flailed at him like he was slathered in baby oil and wrapped in rattlesnakes. They didn't get close to him.
It's hard, man. The dude's so fast, but he's still allowed to throw it. He can still run it. He's so hard to get a handle on, and I tell you what, that's why he makes big plays time and time again.
And the returner will be dragged down. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
He's going to let it go. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
All right, you gave up the big play defense. I know they got a big chunk, but they didn't get in the end zone. You live to fight another day. Now you got to bow your necks up and make this stop inside the 5.
Touchdown, Army! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. One more on the lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Force offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you just shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful score.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets a second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 7 over Bowling Green. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Just a short pass to the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The throw. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Army! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They go to the ground. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the single back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. The Black Knights will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing, and still got stuck for the 2.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Looking for a productive play on first down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
They'll ride the hot hand. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. And the Black Knights come to the line in the hurry up. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Black Knights! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And 4 inches short. The Falcons will punt this one away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Darnold. Looking to the big tight end. Lost, the defense is wide open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Got his hand down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They want to just keep throwing it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You've got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On the option. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Black Knights in the hurry-up. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Army! And the route is on. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the race.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give from the gun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Wants to throw. It's Darnold. Makes the grab on the left. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. The give as they work on that clock. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Takes the handoff. It's Kane. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the Black Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory form.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip his hand. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Finds a man on the left. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Black Knights! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent team.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Coming after it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good.
And And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Toss to the outside. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Black Knights want to move quickly. On the option. Now the toss. On the move at the 30. Running toward the tape. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Marches ahead. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Army! And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that you every year